Let's get salty!
Everyone, Zeddy here again today with a brand new video, and I said I wasn't going to recommend decks, but I've decided to give you guys, based on less than 24 hours of data, the best decks to climb with from Heroes of StarCraft, but big asterisk, I have less data than normal. There are some standout early decks you might want to try. I will have an updated video next week when we have way more information when I get back from the events going on today, which I'll talk about in a second. So we're gonna go over that, whether it's standard wild, whether you're trying to get to silver, gold, platinum, or diamond, or legend. These should be decks that you can reasonably expect to climb with. We have our giveaway going on for a Kerrigan Mythic Portrait. To enter that giveaway, like and comment in the video, link down in the description below, though that one with that thumbnail over there. Be subscribed to the channel. Every 1,000 subs we get until I get back next week and announce that giveaway winner, I will add another portrait to that giveaway as we're on the road to 100,000 subscribers. That is a mouthful. Oh yeah, make me go baroque on all of that. So before we get into the decks, I just want to remind you guys, starting today, January 23rd, there is the StarCast event at 10 a.m. Pacific. So it's 1 p.m. Eastern. I think that's 7 p.m. CET on the Play Hearthstone Twitch channel. It is an event being cast by Tasteless and Artosis, a whole throwback to like OG StarCraft content creation. Trump and Day 9 will be facing off against each other in just friendly Hearthstone matches using StarCraft cards. Should be a lot of fun. And there's drops. That's the important part, of course. There's a 1 Great Dark Beyond pack and 1 golden pack. So get those today. Tomorrow is the event that's causing me to travel and record all these videos ahead of time. The Hearthcraft event, which is on Play Hearthstone or Solari on their French channel at 9 a.m. Pacific. So 1 hour earlier. That will be tomorrow. I'll try and remember to put a reminder in tomorrow's gameplay video, but there's a lot going on. So try and keep that in mind. I will be participating. There's 3 teams of 3, Team Terran, Protoss, Zerg. It's just a friendly, matchup, friendly tavern thing. I think there's like a trophy on the line, but it should just be a lot of fun. However, again, there are drops for the Great Dark Beyond, 1 regular pack and 1 golden pack. So make sure to check those 2 events out starting today with the StarCast event. Hearthcraft event is tomorrow. And on to the decks. I have a little bit less than normal because there's just so little data out there, but the best deck so far, looks by like quite a bit, is Starship Shaman, the Terran deck, which utilizes like Liftoff and Starport, Missile Pod, SCV, Lock On, like really good cards. Kind of goes into like the Swarm token Shaman. Of course, you have your usual, Golgadeth, Horn of the Windlord, but you got Jim Raynor in there for that extra value and a really gross combo of Shutter Block plus Ghost, which is just, deleting a lot of cards is pretty nasty, but you can also just get some big Murlocs and all that. I will have a gameplay video on this deck tomorrow. I think I went like 4-0 off stream. I got to top 200 legend with it. Really solid. I know No Hands is doing really well with it. Pocket Train got to like rank 1 legend. It looks like it might be the early candidate for the best deck, and it plays a ton of new cards. Pretty fun to play, but yeah, Ghost is kind of pretty stupid. Starship Warrior, not the most top tier deck, but I want to recommend it. I'll have a gameplay video on this, I believe, on Sunday. Pretty fun deck with, again, a bunch of the new cards. You can just create so many starships with this deck, whether it's through Hydration Station, again, with, of course, Jim Raynor and all of that, and you just get a bunch of taunts, get a bunch of armor, and you can eventually kill your opponent with like Thor. Thor is pretty effective at dealing a bunch of damage. Some people are trying out already like Fizzle and Zola to go infinite. I don't know if that's needed in the meta, but it's something you can consider to try out as well. But Starship Control Warrior certainly seems pretty good at Concussive Shells. That's a good card. I discovered I could go face with that for lethal in one of the games. If you check out that Sunday gameplay video, I've been like editing and getting things all together today. So many videos in one day. 2 Death Knight decks. Zerg Death Knight seems very legitimate. There's a rainbow version going around. Death Growl, a meta card, because it's just so good with the Infestor or like Eliza Goreblade. Just getting a ton of attack. Spawning Pool, one of the best cards in the mini set, giving you more Zerglings, giving your Zergs rush for that turn. Remember, it's for the turn. So even if you activate that Death Rattle, you can play more stuff after. They will have rush, can deal a bunch of damage, and you have the amazing hero card in Kerrigan. Her hero power can just deal so much damage. Plus, she gives you a bunch of board presence value. Just a really, really effective card. And Viper not only can buff your board with like Reborn, but it can like destroy something in your opponent's hand. So yeah, this deck, really, really good. I don't have a gameplay video on that one, although I had enough games to do it. I just can only do so many videos while I'm gone. There's also a Zerg deck that's more in the Frost path, utilizing mainly Horn of the Winter, right? Getting that Innervate out basically lets you like Buccaneer and then play one of these Death Rattles. You really want to give Reborn, particular, of course, the Infestor. I thought there wasn't going to be enough cards for this stuff, but I've been so wrong. Zerg just feels super strong, very similar in every other regard, right? It's just this version really wants to abuse Horn of Winter. We're not even playing like the Manipulator or anything like that. It's pretty aggressive and seems to be doing well early on. Again, this is very early on, so of course, craft at your own risk. I will just say, like, decks that are already good, that run no new cards that you can play. Handbuff Paladin, still really good. Thankfully, the Ethereal Oracle nerf has really hurt those decks that were just, nuke you from in hand. Basically all of them. They seem to be considerably worse, but Handbuff Paladin still there, still a pretty top tier deck. You have Ziliax with Twin Module, Perfect Module, but it's not oppressive by any means. It's just playable. It's good. So if you don't have a ton of new cards, yeah, just play Handbuff Paladin. Like, it's something you could do for like all year, last year too. Dungar Druid is also still pretty good. Still reliant on just getting that ramp into Dungar and hoping that works. Otherwise, you're probably losing. Not a ton of player agency in this one on both sides of the board. And your Ziliax, of course, a virus module. Perfect module, bring it back with like Hydration Station and all that, but overall it's been the same Dungar. They're not even playing the new 12 mana minions so far, at least. Doesn't seem to be worth the cut so far. You will note I'm not recommending a Protoss deck because I feel like Protoss isn't figured out yet, or it's just not good enough yet. We'll see. Protoss Mage, I will have a gameplay video on that because I thought it was pretty sweet, but it was hovering around like 50% already, so I don't want to recommend that early, but check out that gameplay video because I had an amazing game in it, and it is pretty darn cool. But I did see a Wheel Warlock. Apparently Wheel Warlock with like Consume and the new location might be good. The numbers on this deck are not terrible early on. So if you're looking for some Wheel Warlock, you might want to try it. We're even using Seaside Giant with all our location uses, right? We got Horizon's Edge, which we use the tourist card to access. We have Forge of Wills. We have the Ultralisk Cavern. We have Spawning Pool. This might be something. If I had more time today, I'd actually try and get some more gameplay. I wish I didn't have to travel. I could play some games for you guys. Try this out. But yeah, it might be worth it. I wouldn't go on my way to crafting it. Our ETC is Phenatum, Kill Jaded, Ceaseless Expanse, but very spicy deck, right? And we got Haywire module, Perfect module in our Ziliax. So if you want to try some spicy Wheel Warlock, I just saw this list. It had a positive win rate very early on, small sample size, but hey, maybe a location Warlock is the truth after all. And in Wild, this mini set not having a large impact from what I can tell so far. The main thing is XL Shadow Priest, a lot worse than regular Shadow Priest now, because Ethereal Oracle was what really fueled that deck. So Shadow Priest still really good. Go face, play minions, go face, play spells. Go face, go face. It's pretty darn good. Libram Paladin, cheat mana. Play your Aldor Tenant, play your weapon, cheat a billion mana, lock people out with Cold Feet and Rebuke, and of course you have all your buffs, and even have a charger in this version with Chillblade Champion. Also has Lifesteal, so you can Sunsapper Lanessa. double dip on those Librams. Big Shaman has been stupid and wild forever. It continues to be stupid. Get that Muckmorpher out. Ancestors call out a big minion. Win the game early or not. Then you just don't. But your games will be over pretty quick one way or another. Reno Priest, I saw a spicy list. It's got like all the thief stuff. It's got freaking Chameleos. This can't be good. But the data showed it was okay-ish. And if you like a greed pile of Reno Priest, maybe, just maybe, this is actually playable. I kind of doubt it, but I thought I'd throw that out there. You got Convert, Whirlpool, and Reno Lone Ranger. I noticed they changed how the hero card looks when you hover over it now. That's something different, interesting, in your ETC. And yeah, I probably wouldn't recommend this unless you really like Reno Priest, but I thought I'd throw it out there. And lastly, the deck that got me to Legend this month, really degenerate. Just play Dungar, get you out your Yesel at Eodar, at Aviana, or Nightshade Bud, a combination of all this, and then nuke your opponent with burn spells. And yeah, when you have Yesel plus Sleep Under the Stars, you can just cheat so much mana refreshing that. It's pretty absurd. So yeah, this was my Legend deck, and I think it's still doing pretty well. So again, those are my deck recommendations so far. It's really early. I am recording this video less than 24 hours since the release of Heroes of StarCraft. There will be plenty of developments, but I thought I'd give you guys some stuff to work with until I get back from France. Check out those events and hopefully check out the gameplay videos over the next few days. Pretty fun and some cool decks to highlight. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Have a great day and stay salty, my friends.